엄중한 적대기로서
At first, the sentencing looked like the usual North Korean political theater. Canadian pastor Hyeon Soo Lim had publicly confessed months ago and did again, telling the court he had intended to confuse the minds of the North Korean people, who, he said, worship their leader unconditionally. Standard stuff, likely scripted and coerced, say human rights activists, who note Western prisoners are usually quietly released later, sometimes after just a few months. But this proceeding went off script. The sentence, not the regular 8 to 15 years in prison, but hard labor and life. Jack Kim is a human rights advocate who knows the pastor.
Life imprisonment also is very troubling because it's quite unprecedented, and anyone who has been in the pastor's situation previously had much shorter convictions.
The pastor's home base is a church in the Toronto area. His family is stunned. He traveled to North Korea for years to support an orphanage and a nursing home. But on a trip earlier this year, he was arrested. Before the sentencing, the Canadian government had been discreetly lobbying for his release.
Obviously, we have tremendous concern about it. The issues of North Korea's governance and judicial system are well known.
Still, North Korea has freed high-profile Western prisoners recently.
They're not in provocation mode at this point in time, so there are a couple of factors that do lean towards the fact that the pastor may be released sometime in the near future.
But until that happens, there will be doubt and concern for a Canadian imprisoned somewhere in North Korea. Howard Gould, CBC News, Toronto.